pretty good so far. Can't really complain too much. Just a couple minor things, couple hose leaks, couple O-rings exploded. Our manifold number 5 seed hose keeps ripping out of the tank, so we got the double clamp system on that. Also in the seed manifold number 5, there was a rock rattling around in the manifold and then finally wedged itself in one of the seed hoses, so blocked that run. So that one's a mystery. And we're also getting better at filling. Cut that fill time from an hour on the first fill down to about 40 minutes. So Dad's seeding. So I'm the seed sprayer man for a bit here. He'll be empty in about an hour. Let's check our first seeded field. Seeded a week ago. Is this an automatic? It's a nice chunk of metal there. This ground is hard. It's dry. Not a lick of moisture yet. There they are. That's why we seeded them at an inch. Good clump there. Roots going down, shoots going up. Gonna need a little shower. But yeah, that's a good sign. Starting to germinate. Just got the text that he's going to fill, so I'll make my way over there. It's 5 quarters here, so I'm trying to stay ahead of the drill. That quarter and the other one's sprayed, so 2 quarters are sprayed. But the drill slowly creeps up. I'm only spraying at 5 gallons, so I can do 320 acres on this tank. I made it till 11. Put a pile on, jam it in the hitch. Steps out. And you're bang on. Like I said, we're getting better at loading. Loading on the blind side. Just the way it works for us. The tilt's nice on the conveyor, and this conveyor is pretty fast. Wish it had its own built-in screens, because we had to make our own. But it doesn't work too bad. We're done with our treated wheat. So we got untreated wheat land loaded. Loaded pretty good. If it was cool and wet earlier, going with treated wheat, but first week of May and it's hot and dry, so I don't need these to be treated anymore. Plus, you can fit a lot more in the tank when it's untreated. It's about 145 acres worth in there. We're only getting about 125 when it was treated. So seeding more, filling less often. Another good thing about this conveyor, possibly the best thing, is you can actually grab this handle without getting shocked. When the boar go, there's no way you can grab that. You grab that handle, you get shocked right through your arm and you feel it in your toes. Every time you stop the conveyor, it always drops out these little chunks. Like maybe that's why guys keep the screens in here. This is a chunk of paint or something. Certainly that'd be small enough to go through the hoses and manifolds. Look at all these. Squatted these tires down pretty good. So these are the also get the singles. I think they're $12.50 as singles. And I think they beefed this up. Checking these bolts, make sure they're not breaking or loose. I've heard horror stories of those breaking. Don't want that. He's full. He's good for 5 hours. Hoofing it. Park the semi over there. That's where I'll end up. This field needed scouted anyway. See, look how the water around here. Well, it was quick and it all ran away. Dry as a fart right now. Got a few hundred acres sprayed. Back in the yard now, refilling the truck because drill will be empty in about 45 minutes. So we got our phos in the back, seed wheat in the middle, and then urea up front. Oh, those are big steps. Oh man. Oh, he's second guessing. Also, what helps moving this conveyor around, if you crack that fan valve open just a touch, that'll slow the movement of this conveyor when you're moving it around, trying to put it in and out of that cradle. That helps a bit. I spent the rest of yesterday spraying, so instead of showing you that, it's next morning now. I wanted to show you a couple more things with this drill. When we were triple checking our seeding rates, figured out that there's 2 different acre counters in the monitor, in which what we call now the small acres and the big acres. Small acres are there, 314. The big acres are there, 332. And what we think we have concluded is that the small acres does not include overlap, or it's something to do with the meter on-off timing. Anyway, it reads too low. Because on the first half section we were seeding, the drill has always shown about 310. Sprayer shows 303, 305. Well, this drill showed 297. So a lot lower. So when we double check our seeding rate based off the product and the scales going out of the tank and the small acres read too low, means you're seeding way too heavy. Couldn't figure that out. Turns out there's 2 different acre counters in the monitor. You have to use the big acres because no matter where you've seeded, how much you've overlapped, the big acres are counting how much you've seeded. It doesn't care if you've overlapped or where you've gone. That's how much is going out of the tank. So 2 different acre counters. Got to be aware of that one. I know that was hardly confusing, but I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one. Gusting to 60K today, so let's go over the cab, in between those wheels right there. Come on, banana peel, you gotta catch some wind here. Oh, way too much. Those middle 2 shanks right there. We're close. Ah! One off. I'm on a mile stretch here. I gotta keep entertained somehow. Look at that Massey. Dad's going rolling. Roll the wheat right after on this field because the rocks are quite bad. A couple other fields where we first started, where I showed you, gonna roll that one when the wheat is up already and quite big. And we are still seeding on E. Excellent, which maybe now means everything, because I wouldn't be scared to seed canola at this depth, an inch, especially with no rain in the forecast. It's dry. where the water was running in the spring. Left these canola trash piles everywhere. But the clearance is not bad. 12-inch spacing. Last pass, going to fill. So based on the wheat we put in the tank, the scales, and the big acres, our target rate is 120 pounds per acre, and we are seeding at 119.8 pounds per acre. So, there you go. The numbers don't lie. The big acres, not the small acres. Sometimes section 1 has a mind of its own. See how those fertilizer knives out front aren't pushed in like these ones? No good. Trying to reseed this section where it missed. Went outside, there's no leaks or nothing. Shut the opener hydraulic off. Restarted it. Now it wants to go down, but usually when it goes down, it doesn't want to lift back up, so not sure.
Place it around the boards, you'll find Chris Tatum. Tatum looks to the net, sends it back from whence it came behind the goal.
The only thing I've managed to do is just turn the hydraulics off, wait a bit, turn them back on, and do that while you're circling back in and try again, and the openers seem to work, so not sure there. Let's see what we got here. Oh, double garlic toast.